So there's been countless rumors about the PlayStation 5 and its upcoming games, but when could we expect it to be revealed? Let's find out. How's it going, everyone? Blueknight here, and welcome back to a slightly different video, as today we'll be taking a look at the PlayStation 5. Why specifically the PlayStation 5, you might ask? Well, it's because there have been tons of rumors popping up faster than Sonic himself relating to the PlayStation 5's games, pricing, and how it compares to the Xbox Series X. But what I want to focus on is, when could it be revealed? As there was information that came up yesterday regarding the PlayStation 5 that I didn't get to mention in the previous video, so I wanted to touch up on that in just a bit. First things first though, let's figure out when and where the PlayStation 5 will not be revealed, starting with PAX East 2019, which is at the end of the month. And while this is the biggest PAX event of the year, where Spyro Reignited was announced back in 2018, it's not exactly the place for console reveals. That would be more fitting for an event the scale of E3 2020, which Sony has already stated that they will not be attending this year, again for the third year straight. Sony, I'm sure, doesn't want to reveal it too soon or too late, because from the time I posted this video, which is February 5th, it only leaves roughly 10 to 11 months of marketing for the new console and its launch games. So again, when exactly could it be revealed? Well, as usual, I've got a theory. Again, only a theory. As many of you are aware of, PlayStation now does these things every few months called PlayStation State of Plays, where they announce new games or show new trailers for already revealed games. Of course, making it very clear as to not expect anything PlayStation 5 related in them. Now, as you've likely assumed, the PlayStation 5 could very well be revealed during the next PlayStation State of Play. So in order to find out when the possible reveal date is for the PlayStation 5, we need to figure out when the next State of Play will be. Just don't take this as 100% fact, okay? This is just me making an educated guess going by previous patterns. So the first State of Play started last year on March 25th, 2019. The second one followed just under 2 months later on May 9th, 2019. The third State of Play arrived roughly 4.5 months later on September 25th, 2019. Then finally, the fourth and most recent State of Play was back on December 10th, 2019, less than 3 months after September's stream. So if we take this pattern and apply it to the next State of Play, then we would see that it would be 2 to 4 months after December's, meaning the rough estimate is likely to be anywhere between late February to any time in April. Therefore, still giving 8 to 10 months of marketing as opposed to being revealed at an event like E3 2020 and only having roughly 6 months or less to do any marketing whatsoever. Remember, this is just an estimate on my part. Now, I said in my previous video that there were rumors of the PlayStation 5 being revealed in February, and to take this with a grain of salt. And I'm glad I said that because the PlayStation 5 website is now up, and here's what it says. We've begun to share some of the incredible features you can expect from PlayStation 5, but we're not quite ready to fully unveil the next generation of PlayStation. Sign up below to be among the first to receive updates as we announce them, including news on the PlayStation 5 release date, PS5 price, and the upcoming roster of PS5 launch games. So from that statement, it's kind of obvious it won't be this month, because they're not quite ready for a full reveal just yet. Same for the launch games, which I'm not expecting all too much from, outside of Sly Cooper, Crash Bandicoot, Jak and Daxter, or Ratchet & Clank. Last thing before finishing the video, in my previous video I discussed the recent Ratchet & Clank PS5 rumor. Again, grain of salt on that. but it's not too far-fetched to believe, and here's why. 1. Obviously, Colin Moriarty, former IGN journalist who started the rumor in the first place, has close contacts with both Sony and Insomniac Games, so I'd say he's a reliable source, but again, still take this with a grain of salt. 2. PlayStation needs at least one family-friendly game at launch. Just look at Knack. It was such a game that launched with the PS4 as an exclusive. Ratchet & Clank would be the perfect choice to fill in that slot, alongside Crash Bandicoot, of course. PlayStation considers Ratchet & Clank a vital IP, just like Spider-Man in terms of sales. And 4, a new Ratchet & Clank game releasing 8 to 10 months after being revealed actually is not crazy to think about, because Into the Nexus was announced 4 months before its launch, while the PS4 game was released like 2 years after the announcement, but roughly a year after the first trailer dropped. In short, based on my theory, we can basically expect to see the PlayStation 5 and its roster of launch games, including Ratchet & Clank, anytime in March or April via a PlayStation State of Play. Like I said, I could be completely wrong on this, I just want to be crystal clear on that part. Anyways guys, that's going to be pretty much it for today's video, but what do you guys think about this? Do you think the PlayStation 5 will be revealed in March or April via a State of Play? Or, if you have your own theory, be sure to let me know in the comment section below, and also be sure to stay tuned to the channel for the latest PlayStation related news and reveals. Once again, thank you all so much for watching and supporting the channel. I've been Blueknight, and I'll see you guys back here next time. Goodbye!
What?